In this video, we're going to unlock 8 Excel database functions that most people completely overlook. Do you know what are these? It includes DAVERAGE, DSUM, DCOUNT, DCOUNTA, DMAX, DMIN, DGET, and DPRODUCT. And don't worry, I'll build every formula with you, step by step, so you can follow along. Alright, let's jump right in. 1. DAVERAGE function. First up, DAVERAGE. Let's say I only want the average number of units for the records that match my criteria. Click the cell next to DAVERAGE. Type an equal sign. Now type DAVERAGE and open the parenthesis. First, select our entire database, from B6 through H16. This is our database range. Type a comma. Now type units. We're telling Excel, hey, calculate the average from the units column. Type another comma. Now select our criteria range, C3 through E4. This tells Excel which records to include. Close the parenthesis and press Enter. Boom! We've got 18.5. Excel looked at our criteria and calculated the average only for the matching records. When should you use DAVERAGE? Whenever you need an average based on specific conditions. Pretty handy, right? Now at number 2, DSUM Function. Let's say I want to total sales. But here's the catch. I only want sales from records that meet my criteria. That's where DSUM comes in. Click the cell next to DSUM. Type an equal sign. Type DSUM and open the parenthesis. First, select B6 through H16, our database. Type a comma. Now type sales. That's the field we want Excel to add up. Type another comma. Select our criteria range, C3 through E4. Close the parenthesis, press Enter, and there it is, 11,325. Excel automatically added only the sales values that match our criteria. Use DSUM when you need a conditional total from your database. No filtering, no manual adding. Excel handles it. At number 3, let's discuss DCOUNT Function. Okay, what if I don't want a total? What if I simply want to know how many records match my conditions? Let's use DCOUNT. Click the DCOUNT results cell. Type an equal sign. Enter DCOUNT and open the parenthesis. Select our database, B6 through H16. Type a comma. Now type units. We're using units because DCOUNT counts numeric values. Type another comma. Select C3 through E4, our criteria. Close the parenthesis. Press Enter. And we get 2. That means 2 matching records contain a numeric value in the units field. Use DCOUNT when you need to count numbers that meet specific conditions. Easy. 4. DCOUNTA Function. But wait, what if we're counting names instead of numbers? That's where DCOUNTA is useful. Click the DCOUNTA results cell. Type an equal sign. Enter DCOUNTA and open the parenthesis. Select B6 through H16. Type a comma. Now type employee. This time we're looking at a text field. Type another comma. Select C3 through E4. Close the parenthesis. Press Enter. And there we go. The result is 2. DCOUNTA counts the non-empty employee cells that meet our criteria. Use DCOUNTA when you need to count non-blank values, including text. That's the big difference between DCOUNT and DCOUNTA. Are you with? Okay, fine. Please subscribe this channel. Let's move to number 5 function, DMAX. Now let's find the biggest sales value. Normally, you might filter the table and look for the highest number, but we can make Excel do it automatically. Click the DMAX results cell. Type an equal sign. Enter DMAX and open the parenthesis. Select the database, B6 through H16. Type a comma. Now type sales. That's the field where Excel should find the maximum value. Type another comma. Select C3 through E4. Close the parenthesis. Press Enter. And there it is, 10,200. That's the highest sales value among our matching records. Use DMAX whenever you need the highest value based on specific criteria. 6. DMIN. Now let's flip it. Instead of the highest value, let's find the lowest sales value. Click the DMIN results cell. Type an equal sign. Enter DMIN and open the parenthesis. Select B6 through H16. Type a comma. enter sales, type another comma, select C3 through E4, close the parenthesis, press enter, and we've got 1,125. That's the lowest sales value among the records matching our criteria. Use DMIN when you need the smallest value from a specific group of records. Super simple. At number 7, there is DGET Function, which is very important. Now here's one you really want to pay attention to. DGET doesn't calculate a total or an average. It actually pulls information from one specific record. But there's one important rule. Your criteria must identify exactly one record. Let's use James Smith as our example. Set the criteria so it identifies just one record. Now click the DGET result cell. Type an equal sign, enter DGET, and open the parenthesis. Select our database, B6 through H16. Type a comma. Now type employee. This tells Excel to return the employee field. Type another comma. Select our criteria range. Close the parenthesis. Press enter. But it gives error. This is because no data matching. We change criteria here to 12 units. And boom, James Smith. That's our matching record. Here's the important part. If Excel finds 0 matches, you'll get an error. If Excel finds more than one match, you'll also get an error. DGET wants one and only one record. Use DGET when your criteria uniquely identify a single record and you want to retrieve a specific value. Last but not least, number 8, DPRODUCT Function. And finally, let's multiply matching values. Yes, Excel can do that too. Click the DPRODUCT results cell. Type an equal sign, enter DPRODUCT, and open the parenthesis. Select our database, B6 through H16. Type a comma. Now type units. That's the field we want Excel to multiply. Type another comma. Select our criteria range, C3 through E4. Close the parenthesis. Press enter. And there it is, 12. Excel multiplied the units values from the records that match our criteria. If I change the units criteria to greater than 10, then look, the result changed to 300. Use DPRODUCT when you need to multiply values from records that meet specific conditions. And that's all 8. Let's make them easy to remember. DAVERAGE gives you an average. DSUM gives you a total. DCOUNT counts numbers. DCOUNTA counts non-empty values. DMAX finds the highest value. DMIN finds the lowest. DGET pulls one specific record. And DPRODUCT multiplies matching values. And here's the real trick. They all follow almost the same pattern. Database, field, criteria. Once you understand that pattern, these functions become much easier to use. Closing. The next time you're working with a large Excel database, don't start filtering everything manually. Give Excel the database, tell it what you're looking for, and let Excel do the heavy lifting. If this tutorial helped you, hit like, share it with a coworker, and subscribe to Center of Best Learnings for more practical Excel formulas, dashboards, automation, and productivity tips. Keep learning, keep improving, and I'll see you in the next one.